This is the Payroll Project Excel sheet. As you can see down at the bottom, like I discussed in the last video, there are tabs for different items and transactions that are going to take place throughout the project. Note that there are checkpoints in the Excel template. These should help you know if you're on the right track. Pay close attention to the cell label or comments to know what number to enter into the checkpoint. If your number is correct, the cell will accept your entry. If your number is incorrect, you're going to see an error message. If you find yourself spinning your wheels prior to a deadline, please send the files to me. I'm happy to look it over and try and point you in the right direction. If you find that you need to make a change in the spreadsheet or do some formatting, please use the password Payroll Rocks to unprotect the spreadsheet. I also have that posted in your Blackboard under Lessons Chapter 7. You are not required to complete the questions on the Payroll Project at the end of the project in your book. So to begin, go ahead and download the Excel template. Turn to the start of the Payroll Project in your book. We're going to work through the October 9th transaction. You're going to see it all on here. Refer to the Payroll Register tab in the spreadsheet. The first two columns are marital status and the number of withholding allowances. You can find this information in your book in Figure 7-2. We are told that Bono is married and claims 4 withholding allowances. The next columns are for the time record. We were told at the beginning of the project that the employees are paid bi-weekly. The October 9th pay period covers the 2 work weeks that end on September 26th and October 3rd, respectively. The time clerk's report are printed in your book. For the week ending September 26th, you can see that each employee worked 8 hours Monday through Friday, except for the student and Williams. The student only worked 4 hours on Friday. Williams was absent on Wednesday, but the note says that there will be no deduction for the time lost. This means you can count this for an 8-hour day. For the week ending October 3rd, the only exception to the normal 8-hour workday was the student. Enter 4 hours for the student for Friday and total the hours. Bono, Ryan, and student are hourly employees. The rates for the 3 hourly employees are given in the book. These need to be entered into the spreadsheet in the regular earnings rate per hour column. Multiply the hours by the rate to arrive at the regular earnings. The rates for the salaried employees are quoted as weekly, but they are paid bi-weekly. Take the weekly rate and multiply by 2. For example, Ferguson's weekly rate is $1,125 times 2. That equals $2,250. Enter these amounts in the regular earnings amount column. Because there was no overtime during the pay period, the total earnings are going to be equal to the regular earnings. Next, we're going to look at these deductions. The first deduction is OASDI. Figure 7.3 gives us the OASDI rate for the employee portion of 0.062 on the first $128,400. In this spreadsheet, click on the Employees Earning Records tab. There's a record for each employee. Bono is listed first. In the cumulative earnings column, the year-to-date amount prior to this pay period is $11,322. During this pay period, Bono earned $1,408. The cumulative earnings before this pay period plus the earnings from the pay period is below the threshold of $128,400. This means that all of Bono's earnings will be subject to the OASDI tax. In the Payroll Register tab, scroll over to the taxable earnings column for OASDI. Enter the total earnings of $1,408. Multiply the total earnings of $1,408 by the rate of 0.062 to arrive at the OASDI tax of $87.30. Remember to check each employee's cumulative earnings to be sure that no employee has exceeded the threshold.